Today on the channel, we're going to look at, from NECA, Ultimate Nosferatu. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at the Ultimate Nosferatu. That's right, Nosferatu. Now the character's name is Count Orlok. The movie was called Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror. And in that movie, there is a gentleman named Thomas Hutter, and he is sent to Transylvania to finalize a real estate deal that would have Count Orlok purchase the house across the street from Thomas Hutter and his wife Ellen in their small German town. And if any of this sounds familiar, it's because it is based off of Dracula. F.W. Murnau directed this film, Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror, and he did not have the rights to make that movie based off of Bram Stoker's novel. So he was sued, they lost, the production company lost, and they had to cease and desist on continuing with this movie. Now the movie did get made, but what they said is you have to destroy all copies of that movie. But since the movie, we have all seen it, well I have anyways, if you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. Don't be turned off by the fact that it is a silent film. It's a great movie. There is a 2024 version coming up, I do believe, that hopefully is going to be really good. But yeah, so Count Orlok, that's who we're looking at today. Checking out the box. It looks so good. It is kind of a flat matte paint here. The Nosferatu in red is kind of a high gloss. Pretty neat looking. And that guy right there is just terrifying looking. In the movie, a man named Max Schreck plays Count Orlok. And man, he is so good at it. There are so many creepy scenes in that film. It's just unbelievable that in 1922 they come up with this makeup to have him look the way he does. I mean, he just looks like a creep. Totally not like what we see Dracula from the Universal Monsters Dracula from 1931, which would 8 years later they went on ahead and made that, or 9 years later. And that one did get the rights to Bram Stoker's novel. And that's why that one got pushed to the forefront, besides this one being a silent film. I mean, this was right on the verge of coming into where they was putting sound into movies, but it was right on the edge. So this missed out just by probably a year or two that when they started putting sound in movies. But yeah, really nice packaging. On this side, we have Nosferatu. He's got his hat on here and just looking creepy as he can be. The other side, this is a little different. Nosferatu again, NECA, real toys down here. Looks a little bit different there. And on the back, look at that. Now there is no wording on here at all really, other than way down here at the bottom it says includes inkwell, quill, bottle, keys, hat, interchangeable heads and hands. Really small down there, it tells you that. Top. And this is for 17 years of age and over, choking hazard, NECA up here. In the bottom, you have some of the designers. So that's pretty neat that NECA puts that on there. Those guys do a lot of hard work for us collectors. I mean, those guys are doing an awesome job over at NECA. I think it's the best of the best, if you ask me. On the inside, we pull our flap open. There you go. Got a picture of our action figure right here, and on this side you can see your action figure. And look how good that looks. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to get this out of here. And I do have 2 of these, so I've been with my really good NECAs that I really like, all my Universal Monsters, and now this Nosferatu. I've got 2 of every one of these, 1 to open, 1 to keep mint on card that I can collect and have forever in the package. So we will take him out of the top. Now we'll go from the bottom. We've been going from the bottom. We'll stick to that trend. There we go. Get it in there. Pop that open. Put her knife away. Safety first. And reach in here and pull him out. And anything on the backing? I don't think so, because the backing comes out with it. Nothing in there. Empty box. We'll set that to the side. Pull this up out of here. There is your backdrop for photographs if you would like. Looks like kind of a dungeon door right there. Set that to the side. And here is Count Orlok in his plastic coffin with all of his accessories. All right. We will start with those said accessories, and I really love these. That holds all your accessories in, pops right on there. And let's start with his keys. Here is keys, and I do believe that these are some kind of metal. I don't know. They look metal. And those are your skeleton keys. That opens all his doors in his castle in Transylvania. Next, we have this writing. Looks like it's his house and maybe the deed that he's going to buy the property across the street from Thomas Hutter and his wife. Now, when he sees a picture of Ellen Hutter, Thomas's wife, that's there to broker the deal, he decides that he's going to keep Thomas Hutter there and go and stalk his wife and make her a vampire and suck her blood. So, just like Dracula. So, we have, here's 2 extra hands. One that's closed. Look at those fingernails. Closed, kind of holding, maybe holds his keys. And then this one, an open hand. Really nice. Set them there. It's a right and a left. And then we have another right and left. And this one is kind of a fist. Kind of a fist. And then the right hand is another one that's holding his keys or something. So, and that's not all on the hands. We have another side. So we're going to pull this side up. We'll set that to the side. Now we get more hands, a right and left. Look at these creep hands here. Talk about creepy. And check this movie out. This is what he looks like. These are his hands. And this was a silent movie, also obviously black and white. Now we have a quill. That is his writing utensil to write up the deed for the property. And I think this is his ink. So that you dip your quill in there, pick up some ink, and then jot down words. So I call it an ink well, I do believe. And then we get this. What is this? Not sure if I know what that is. Must be a bottle. Some kind of bottle. That's what it says. Comes with a bottle, and that's the only thing that resembles a bottle. So maybe it's a wine or something. Old wine bottle. And then we get a hat. Now he does wear a hat in this movie when he's moving. Weird looking hat. Now this was a German filmed movie based on Bram Stoker's novel, as I mentioned. We'll get these extra heads out. So we get one extra head. Kind of a mad, just grumpy looking head. And then we get Another head, a little bit happier. Look at them ears on there. He got a tuft of hair on his ears. You can see his fangs on that one, just right up front. Not like Dracula that we think of, where you got these as your fangs. All right, and that's it. Let's cut our ties. A lot of ties. And you have to appreciate ties. Ties, if you're a mint on car collector, you don't want your stuff to come unstowed. Because if you have your stuff sitting on a shelf and you have, you know, one hand pops out and it's going to aggravate you. You're not going to open a package to fix it and can ruin everything. So having all these caps over the accessories and then your action figure tied in, that helps a lot for the mint on card people. And here he is, Count Orlok, resurrected from his plastic coffin. Let's get these ties out of here. And there he is. Now let's go through articulation. Now I have opened recently some NECA action figures that have been older, from 2015, 2018. Now this one's going to be my newest one. This is 2022. Look at that, looking down. Still doesn't look up, but man, he looks down good. Side to side, no. Left and right, the coat here hinders him from kind of turning his head too far around. He has this big jacket on. Now the head obviously is going to be removable. And actually the neck has 2 points of articulation down at the base, and then you have the ball joint right there. So pretty good. If he didn't have this jacket on, you'd get a lot of movement out of that. Shoulder all the way around. Single butterfly in there. Single butterfly shoulder. He has a nice over a 45-degree angle on that elbow. It does, let's see, does it? Yes, it spins all the way around. We have wrists that go up and down and a slightly side to sides, very slightly. A lot of good movement here so far. We have hula hoop waist, and hard to see in here. He's not going to be able to do splits because of his jacket. Not going to be able to do much straddles because of the jacket. He has a single jointed knee, but look at that. Again, really good movement. And that also rotates all the way around. And then we have ankle movement. He is on a rocker, ankle on a rocker. Nice. And that ankle will go all the way around the foot will. And it will not be able to pirouette because of his pants again. Now I will look at these pants, and I will say these are hip pants because they are skinny jeans. So 1922 fashion is back if you're wearing skinny jeans right now. All right. So that's through articulation. Very, very good articulation compared to our other action figures that we've recently opened. Let's talk about him. Face sculpt. Looks good. Can see the fangs in there. Now there is color on here. I think that's purple under his eyes. Big bushy eyebrows. Big nose. Big hawkbill nose there. Look at that, the tuft of hair over the ears, the big bushy eyebrows. Look at that face sculpt. Man, that looks so good. So good. She's got this big waist jacket, this big jacket on here. It is like a gray or brown, I think. He has a black shirt underneath that. Now this is not removable, so not going to be able to take the jacket off. He has a little bit of black coming out of the cuff of the jacket there. He has the buttons or the straps on that jacket. Kind of looks like a raincoat to me. Big, giant hands. Look at those creepy looking hands there. Looks so good. Very well detailed. You can see veins in there. The fingernails are painted white where the skin is like a, I don't know, like a purple, white, just creepy looking. And then, like I mentioned, the black skinny jeans. Did not know that Count Orlok was so hip. Did not know that. He does have holes in the bottom of his feet to go on a stand. I don't have a stand available right now, but see how he fits. His feet are pretty big, so he should stand. He's standing all right. But yeah, I am loving this. I am loving this a lot. Does this beat my other ones? Does this beat those up there? I don't know. I mean, articulation definitely does. Look at him look down. Look how well he does that. Really nice. I like this a lot. Now, our accessories are abundant. Here it is. Let's go with another head. So we'll take his open mouth head off. And let's put on this creepy kind of smiling head. We can see his teeth just sticking out. His mouth is open. Just barely see him sticking out. Got the tuft of hair above the ears again. Big bushy eyebrows. There's that head. Now here's our third head. Now this is the one where he just is not happy at all. There you go. Look at that. Just a scowl. Big nose still. His ears on this one are pinned back. So he's really upset. Now let's try these big giant hands here. The big claws on them. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Let's get his hat on. His hat does fit. Stays on really well. Not sure which way it goes. Guess it doesn't much matter. All black hat. Now, we have this other hand, and let's see, could it hold the deed here? One of these hold the deed without bending it up too bad. And that is a paper deed. There we go. So that hand can hold the deed. You can read make sure everything's kosher. He's got his keys here. Let's see which hand can hold the keys. And we'll get still shots with him holding all his accessories. There you go. Hand holding the keys. Got his quill. So he can hold the quill so he can write. That's nice. So all in all, very good. I like it a lot. I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10, I think. Just there's a creep factor about it. The movie's so good. If you have not seen the movie, go see it. I'm telling you, you're going to like it. And that is Count Orlok from Nosferatu, Symphony of Horror. And until next time, oh yeah.